Hi Leo, we're going to do your reading. This is, as you know, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general. Cannot resonate for everyone. Don't force it. Just take what resonates. All my videos are timeless, so feel free to check through the other readings. Don't, never force a video, okay? And I don't do personals, but I have almost personals. Those are really good. I will link those down below. And I highly recommend them. They just come out so detailed, and you can sort through those by title and sign. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get something really strong here, strong reading here. So we start off with the Five of Cups, okay, and then we go to the Seven of Swords, which is escaping. Sometimes this is deception, and then we have the Ten of Swords it's upside down. So, I tell you, I'm already getting a really strong story here that somebody is avoiding, somebody hurt you, but it's because they're avoiding their own pain. And they're avoiding facing either the deception they did or facing the pain that it would bring back up. Maybe they haven't dealt with their past pain. It looks like you guys, some of you guys are dealing with a Libra. We've got Six of Pentacles here, King of Swords, sword is down, not active. Okay, I mean, that could be you. And then we have the Justice card. So there's a strong desire and need for balance. I think that, well, we're going to lay out a spread, and it might not even coincide with this one, but I think that, I think it's eating you up, that it doesn't make sense that, let me see, one moment. Look at that, Five of Cups again. I think it doesn't make sense that this person that you have such a strong connection to and is so into you at some point, just, you know, kind of it gives, but then bails, or gives affection, attention, you know, and then bails. Okay. All right, so how are you guys? I'm doing a huge giveaway, so all you have to do is leave comments. I'm giving away one of my candles. Not my candle, but a new one, the candle that y'all love, the wind chimes that you always hear in the background, and a $100 gift card, and a ton of healing bracelets. And I'm going to set intentions, clear these, charge them, and set intentions, prosperity and love intentions on all of those. So there's a ton of prizes. All you have to do is leave comments. I am going to be choosing winners through the comments. So the more comments, the better. And of course, you have to be a subscriber, which hopefully you are anyway. We are getting a ton of twin flame energy, which I find very interesting. Let's see. The Emperor. Yeah, I mean, there looks to be some sort of strategy here. Okay, what else? What else is going on for overall energy? This is a look at you and the person you're thinking about and or manifesting, okay? Again, look at the chessboard. Yeah, strategy. I'm telling you, somebody is avoiding their pain. And you know, when pain comes knocking on your door, sometimes if you don't address it, it just knocks louder. So I think that's what's going on here. Eight of Wands, communication is what is what's on your mind. I kind of feel like it's like if you just talk to me about it, maybe I'd, you know, be able to deal with it or understand. I'm going to keep shuffling because I wasn't even sure I was supposed to pull that one. Tell me more for Leo. Leo, thank you. Yeah, Justice. I feel like things... And I think I'm speaking for you. I mean, you can reverse the roles if you need to, but I feel like if we could just talk about it, then everything would be better. We'd have truth, clarity. We'd have balance. We just need to talk about it. But this person, I think, is not wanting to talk about it because they don't want to deal with their pain. And I think you're right. Look at that, Ten of Cups. This is somebody that I do think there's a lot of love. I think you could be happy with this person, but they're not in a place to do that or give that at the moment. And Leo, you're not going to wait for him. Of course you're not going to wait for them because that will lower your vibe. 3 of Swords. Okay, so look at that. Your person, exactly what is coming through. Their energy is 3 of Swords in reverse. They just want, you know, whatever pain they're dealing with. And I hate to say this. I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like there's a death. Some death. Maybe they're mourning and they can't deal with, like, their bucket is full, you know. So it's like if your bucket is full and you've got all these drops in your bucket from all these things that are happening, and you know that one more drop will just spill over. And it's like you can't handle one more drop. So if somebody may be grieving, it could be the end of a different relationship or pain, something like that. But I'm kind of feeling grieving a loss, and I also am feeling child. Ugh, I hope not. But 3 of Swords in reverse. The 3 of Swords is heartbreak, right? Pain, heartbreak. But when you turn it upside down, those swords fall out. This person is avoiding love, avoiding their pain. And look at this, 10 of Wands. Look at all that, carrying so many things that could be pretty but won't face it. Let's see, what else for your person? Oh my gosh, did y'all see that? Wow, y'all's energy is super strong. You guys must be subscribed. I'm glad. If you're not subscribed and you do that, your energy comes through clearer. Because I always try to focus in on subscribers. 10 of Wands. It's just, they're just carrying such a heavy burden. And there's some beauty in their experiences or their pain or this person has, I feel like they're very beautiful despite the pain. But look at the strategy. That blows me away. King of Swords. Yeah, I think you guys may be dealing. We just had a King and Queen of Swords. I think you guys may be dealing with the Libra, or I guess it could be an air sign. Tell me more about. I want one more on their person. Thank you. 6 of Swords. Avoiding. Look at that. Leaving pain, walking. I mean, are y'all following this? Are you seeing how crazy this is coming out? Exactly like what I'm saying. They are avoiding that pain. See, 6 of Swords. What are they turning away from? They're heavily burdened by things that have been beautiful, that things that were fulfilling, and they're avoiding the 3 of Swords in reverse. They're crazy. Yep. 5 of Swords, bottom of the deck. Pain. So it's kind of like if I don't let myself fall. I just got something else. The World. That's a really good card. That's, you know, look at the World. She's like got everything in her hands, but this person is not opening themselves up to a bigger, you know, world. The World card typically signifies an ending, so, you know, which is good because it clears the energy. Look at this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. If you're the feminine, I feel like you might have a masculine that's just like turned his back on the whole relationship or commitment thing. Marriage. Wow. Hierophant. Wow. Wow. This represents marriage. But I think it's going to come for them. I don't think they're going to be able to avoid it for long. Jeez, strong reading here. King of Swords again. King and Queen of Swords. So they're very conflicted. I think you have I'm surprised we don't have the High Priestess. Because I think you have a gut feeling that this person really does love you. 6 of Pentacles. And the Moon card. Deep emotions. Yeah. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Okay, let's keep going. Tell me more about what is coming. Yeah, there's a lot of holding back. Temperance is not acting on impulses. But we've got, like, it looks like eventually this person is they just need to get over their pain. Yes, look at this. And you keep showing up too, Leo. But I don't think they're going to have to heal. But I think you're right. I think you have a sixth sense that this person does love you and could be happy with you. Look at that twin flame energy with that dandelion for me. They might watch you. What else? Tell me about, tell me exactly, what does this person, I didn't finish my question. How do they feel about Leo? Look at that sunflower, passion. How do they view this situation? Jeez, look at that. You are heavy on their mind, Leo. There's the Strength card. They're torn. But it doesn't matter because you got to move on until they've got to go through their own stuff, right? Two of Cups. Okay, let's talk about what you're manifesting. We've got the Magician. Being recognized, reconciliation, Eight of Pentacles, truth, clarity. I feel like you already know. I mean, if you're waiting for this person to tell you, I don't think they're going to, because it would be having to admit where they are, and that I think would in turn create a new beginning. I think you already know. Nine of Pentacles. Whoa. No, I don't know if you know about this. Let's see what this Devil card is. Why do we have a Devil card? Is there an addiction or something? Yeah, somebody's tied to also some toxic behavior or addiction. It could be gambling. It could be lying. It could be, I mean, literally some people have a problem with lying. Is that, I mean, does that not blow your mind? Where it's like, I know I shouldn't, but it's easier, so I just lie. Like, to me, that's baffling. It's kind of like, okay, well, just don't lie. But some people literally have I guess like an addiction to lying. But look at this devil. This person is also hiding something. But the spider always represents for me that there's a intricately woven plan, and each one of these strands. Whoa, I just got something else. Hold on. Neuropathways, new neuropathways, fire and wire. This is a matter of maybe it's hard for you to move on to someone else because your thoughts and your love or your thinking always goes back to this sadness, right? But because you've traveled those memories or those thoughts so much, you've created neuropathways. Now, neuropathways are like a trail through the woods. The more they're traveled, the more defined they are. And that path is easier than the path that's less traveled. So say there's this defined path here, and there's this barely, you can see a couple people went down this other path. So this thinking, negative thinking, or always going back to this sadness in this person has developed a pretty defined neuropathway, which is pretty typical for you to continue to go down. And don't forget that our brains are designed to protect us. So of course they focus in on the pain. But we're not in fight or flight anymore. We're not in the cave days anymore. And our brains have plasticity, so neuroplasticity, so we can retrain that. So you've got this neuropathway, and it becomes a habit of just thinking about this person, okay? And it's easier to travel that, but you have the ability to take that path that's not as traveled. If you catch yourself with these negative thoughts and the sadness, and I'm not saying this person isn't going to come back, because I think they're going to change. I think when they deal with their pain, they're going to want, I think this is a good person. I do. I mean, the person I'm picking up on feels like there's some beauty to them. But they're going to, okay, back to you. you find yourself going down this pathway, negative, sad about this person, only thinking you want to be with this person. But if you force yourself to take new thoughts and think about the good things, or think about what other things are happy for you, you're going to create neurotransmitters are going to fire and rewire, and you're going to create new neural pathways. It is hard, and you're going to say it's hard. Okay, well, it's hard. So is getting up every morning. So is dealing with conflict. So is, raising kids. Lots of things are hard. That doesn't stop us. So I want you to remember this word, 2 letters, so. It's hard, so. You do it anyway because you want the outcome. You don't want to be stuck in sadness because you will not be elevating this person, especially if they're your twin. Anyway, everything is intricately woven here, right? And just because sometimes in a spider web we can't see every strand doesn't mean it's not there, and it's not an intricate part of the big plan. I think somebody's got to go through some growth, and looks like they have some sort of lying issue. Could be gambling, could be drinking. Some kind of toxic behavior. How did we get on that? Okay, let's go back to, I was looking at their next moves. Their next moves are Hangman, I think, but let's ask again. Knight of Pentacles. See, they are going to come in, but it's going to be slow and stable. And you have to be in a place that you're attractive and you're strong and you're successful in your own right. I kept feeling 9 of Pentacles. So that's, and 9 of Cups. That's being okay on your own, being successful on your own. Wow, there's 9 of Swords. So we got 9 of Swords and Page of Swords. I think this person is still watching you. I think you know that, and I think you're right. But you've got to focus your attention on other things. All right, we'll do an intuition test at the end, but let's do an oracle real quick. See if we can find wow. Okay, well, that wanted to come out. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Self-care, okay? Also, this green is heart chakra. I'm going to take this one too because I saw it right when I said green, heart chakra. So you guys, YouTube some, binaural beats for heart chakra and listen to those. It's a vibration. It will help your heart. Focus on things that make you happy. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So, there's always this tendency to go, well, it feels so wrong to not be with this person. What feels wrong, don't confuse what feels wrong. What feels wrong is to not be treated the way you should be or valued. That's the part that feels wrong, okay? So, I say, yeah, I don't know what I say. I say... Focus on things that make you happy. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. You're not happy on this path. What did we just talk about? Neuro pathways. Create new ones. You're going to take the other path less traveled, but it's going towards your health, or you're going to recreate yourself. You're going to reinvent yourself, or you're going to get into something new, or you're going to take on a new project. You're going to focus on things that make you happy. Isn't that crazy? It says path, and we just talked about paths. I love tarot. Blows my mind. Here's one too. This didn't come out, but I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So just remember those 2 letters. So. It's hard. So. Okay. All right, let's do your intuition test, and then we will wrap it up. Cat hair on everything. Maybe it's feathers. I don't know. All right, I'm going to do I want to do 3 feathers? Okay, I'm going to do 3 piles. Now, the piles are going to be mixed this time because my stones all got mixed. So there's pile 1. I'm going to focus on 1 pile, and you guys are going to see if you can tap in to the pile that I focus on. Okay, that's pile 2. Here, oh my gosh, sorry for that. That was someone in the background. Okay, and here is pile 3. Okay, so go ahead and take a deep breath and see if you can tap into the one I'm focused on. Let me know in the comments. I love to see if you guys are doing well with these intuition tests. And if you chose this one, you are correct. I love you guys. Hang in there. New neural pathways. You can do it. This person is going to come around, but you can't wait for them. Okay, I think you know that, and you're right. They care about you. It's kind of like they care about you more. I think you're more right than you even know. I think they care about you more than you even know. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye, Leo.